We were told the future would be bright.
But the brightness of sunshine is now.
Conversations at quarterback for both programs.
I take full responsibility.
He plays for Kansas State. He doesn't play for Will Howard University.
A rejuvenating road victory.
Very big to get a conference win, especially on the road.
A downright frustrating defeat.
It's baffling.
Longtime Wildcats.
Ones that just got to Manhattan.
Crazy fate, baby, crazy fate.
And a looming cloud finally reaching an end.
It sucked. But over a course of 35 years, don't you expect to have some periods of time that aren't that great?
College sports never lack entertainment.
K-Nation starts now.
K-Nation, sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, you've seen him on K-State's bench or maybe on Instagram Live. K-State assistant coach Jareem Dowling in studio. We're talking everything from Deion Sanders to baptism. Yes, you heard that right.
That's a wide range.
It is.
Plus, it's a weight off the shoulders of many Jayhawks. How Bill Self feels about the NCAA ruling that ends a years-long investigation.
Plus, Gus Bogina, I hope I didn't say his name wrong, played at K-State in the 1940s. I practiced his name several times. He's locked in for every Cats game. He's a lifetime K-Stater, Laney. We talked with him just yesterday. He was locked in for yesterday's game like he is every week.
Absolutely. And welcome to K-Nation. I'm Laney Gerber.
And I'm Glenn Kinley. What a dramatic weekend for these schools. The most frustration we've seen out of Lance Leipold in a while, quite a while.
Ever, maybe.
But a star is born for the Wildcats.
Definitely. There's always plenty of stories on the gridiron for these schools. So let's go to Lubbock. Will Howard starting, but true freshman Avery Johnson comes in for what Coach Kleiman calls QB run situations. I guess it was the right call. He knew that this kid was special. We knew it. Everyone was saying it. But last night, 5 rushing touchdowns for Avery Johnson. 5. That's F-I-V-E.
That's one more than 4.
Sometimes he guided the beef untouched, and sometimes he was finding gaps with his own legs. Easy to see why he is the highest recruit ever for the Cats. The future is now.
Yep.
We were going to play both kids the whole time, and we knew it, but we didn't know what would happen when we put Avery in. And we're able to get that first drive when he scored. Will threw a strike to Ben for a huge gain, and then we saw some looks that were like, okay, quarterback run, so then we made the switch to try to get Avery the ball in the perimeter.
Everybody in this program believing in me and being confident in me, it just makes my job easy. I just go out there, and if I just do my job, I know the guy to my right and the guy to my left is going to do their job as well. So at the end of the day, it's just playing football. That's what I've been doing.
He was very, very good, but so was that defense. A group banged up by injuries. Kleiman mentioned after last week's loss, they got to create some turnovers. They answered that call. VJ Payne with his first career pick, 2 of them for Kobe Savage. You can call it a statement performance.
We just bought into the details, listened to the inside noise in that locker room, what Coach Kleiman said, what Coach Kleiman said, a no flinch mentality, a no panic mentality, and we just got out there and just got after the ball every play we could. Every play got after the ball.
Cats return home for the first time in a month on Saturday, hosting TCU in a nice little Big 12 championship game rematch.
Should be fun. Laney, last week K-State went to Stillwater expecting to win, came back upset. They suffered an upset. They were also upset about the loss.
Yeah.
KU went to Stillwater and came back with a similar result.
Yeah, it was a great game, but great games aren't that great to you or that fun if your team comes out on the wrong side.
Exactly. It's fun if you win, yeah. OSU comes out fast, goes up 14-0 in a hurry, but then it's Bean o'clock. The kids started cooking. Jason Bean finds Trevor Wilson for the first touchdown. He goes on to throw 5 touchdowns, 2 to Mason Fairchild, 2 to Quentin Skinner. He was pretty good most of the day, but when the KU offense needed points badly late, it was interceptions and turnovers on down. The Jayhawk quarterback clearly hurting after a frustrating loss.
Days like this are very, very tough, but I feel like this day like this is going to be something we're going to look back on and, feel like it made us better. And, it opened our eyes on the things that we need to correct. And, I missed out on a couple opportunities and, it's totally my fault, and I take full responsibility for this.
We play decent sometimes, and then there's other things that we got to be better at. I don't know if I can sit here and say any one of our, last week for you guys are here every week, I talked about how well we played in all 3 phases. I don't know if I can say that today. And that's give credit to Oklahoma State.
Leipold also expressed his frustration with the officiating in this game. And then there's a question that everyone wants an answer to. When will Jalen Daniels be back? Leipold reiterated that Daniels is not out for the year. He says he has great hope for his recovery. KU now has the bye week, good timing, and they welcome the Sooners on the 28th.
Yeah, we're hoping that Jalen gets back. Jason Beam really wasn't bad. I know he struggled late.
He had a great game.
He threw a couple picks, but I mean, he threw for 400-some yards. I mean, he wasn't bad, but when Jalen's out there, just their offense seems to hit different.
Definitely, but hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Well, and he was on the field for the game. He was on there. He was wearing a headset. The last couple weeks, he was actually watching from the locker room because they didn't want him standing up or being that close to the action. In the line of danger, Right, so maybe that's a step in the right direction. He's on the field.
Yeah.
All right, it's been a long 6 years for KU, not because they haven't had success. They've had a lot of it, but the NCAA's infractions case just lingering and kind of hanging over their heads, but it's finally over now.
It's all over. The IARP ruling came out on Wednesday. Here's what it found. Those 5 level 1 violations were downgraded to 2 level 2s and 3 level 3s. The panel either didn't have enough evidence or proof that KU really benefited from the infractions, so they got that downgrade. The panel says it didn't want to punish current players since they weren't at KU at the time, and it put a lot of weight on those self-imposed penalties. The Jayhawks will be on probation for 3 years. That means the staff will have to go to compliance seminars and they have to inform all recruits about the violations. KU also has to vacate wins that Silvio De Sousa was a part of since he was one of the student athletes in the case. That means they also have to give up the 2018 Big 12 championship and that Final Four appearance. This also means KU is no longer college men's basketball's winningest program. It's Kentucky again.
Happy with the end results, and at the same time don't feel like a celebration mode, because this is exactly what we thought the end result would be years ago, and it's taken such a long period of time to get here.
We do things the right way at the University of Kansas, and that will continue to be a hallmark as we move ahead.
Remember, KU's self-imposed penalties included self and assistant coach Curtis Townsend were suspended for 4 games last season. Again, that was from KU, a suspension, plus a fine, and also reducing 3 scholarships over 3 years. Another big announcement for KU Hoops. 4-star recruit Rakis Passmore announced his commitment to the Jayhawks. Passmore, a 6'5" small forward. He's the number 44 overall recruit in the class of 2024, so it's another top 50 commit. He chose KU over other finalists LSU and also Oklahoma, and no surprise, Lainey, he had offers from a lot of schools.
Oh, I believe it. In the preseason, all Big 12 teams in honors are out. Hunter Dickinson is the preseason player of the year and newcomer of the year. He's also on the preseason all Big 12 team. So is his teammate DeJuan Harris. For the Cats, Arthur Kluma and Tyler Perry are both honorable mentions on that list. In the team poll, K-State is in the middle of the pack, picked to finish 6th. KU's picked to win the conference and gets 12 first-place votes.
All right, we will get to volleyball and soccer scores from the week right after we take a quick break. Plus, he played at K-State, and then he served in the Kansas House and the Senate, Lainey. This Wildcat has seen it all. His dedication to the purple and white, it just might inspire you.
And he just might be the most high-energy K-State coach around. We're talking with Dream Dowling as Wildcat basketball is just a few weeks away.
Searching for a career in advanced manufacturing or industrial automation? Manhattan Area Technical College's new Industrial Engineering Technology applies science and engineering through theory and hands-on application of skills. Learn more at manhattantech.edu.
Do you struggle understanding conversation on the telephone? This month, all new patients receive a free caption telephone. Call to reserve your consultation with NewSound because we care.
Living in the Midwest can be rewarding on so many different levels. Here at Lewis Toyota, we know how special this area really is. The hardworking people in this community enjoy the freedoms we hold so dear. We stand with all of you, determined to preserve the Midwest way of life.
Jungle House has moved, and we would love to show you around our new digs. Bring a new friend to school with you that will add life to your dorm room or apartment. We have plans for all. Find us at our new location, 6 East 7th Street, Lawrence, Kansas.
Come on home to West Loop and Manhattan's West Side.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. Live brighter.
When it comes to realtors, don't mess with the rest. Trust the best. RE/MAX Signature Properties.
Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Visit some old friends. Discover some new. Come home west side.
Doughboys Pizzeria, a family restaurant in North Topeka, serving fresh pizza with our signature sauce, award-winning wings, awesome appetizers, and desserts, with outdoor dining and entertainment. Call or order online at doughboys.pizza.
Manhattan Area Technical College will help you build a foundation for your college career, like transferable credits offered in your high school, earning your high school diploma through GED completion on our campus. Breakthrough to a new career. Manhattan Tech, providing higher education.
Well, Lenny, you know what they say, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Gus Bogina, well, he's been a Wildcat for quite some time.
Yeah, this 96-year-old K-State superfan, and for good reason, obviously. All his memories range from the field to the stands. Gus grew up in small-town Kansas and eventually served in both the House and the Senate for the state of Kansas. But before all of that, he played football at K-State. That was back in the 40s. Wow. But he remembers it all, from the old uniforms and the rules back then to his favorite memory as a Wildcat, when he started his first game.
I started that game against Wichita State, and started the next game, and started quite a few games during my college career.
Gus is amazing. Even at 96, Gus is amazing. He remembers everything. He can tell you about bills that passed 30 years ago. He remembers who was involved. He's incredible.
Gus has been to over 300 K-State games and just celebrated turning 96 in September.
He is incredible. How about that?
I know, he's done a lot.
He's a loyal Cats fan. All right, let's get some volleyball games. Only one Jayhawk game this week, but it was a good one for KU. 16th ranked Jayhawks with a 3-0 sweep. They didn't even need 4 sets, let alone 5. Against Oklahoma, they improved to 13-4, also 4-3 in the Big 12. Reagan Cooper and Aya El Nadi both had 15 kills in the victory against the Sooners.
Not bad. Let's see how the Cats were cooking now. Ranked Iowa State team, no problem. Cats get a 3-0 sweep in Farmageddon. Then they were on the road against a 2-loss UCF team. K-State takes them to 5 sets, but falls. K-State's now 10-7, 4-4 in the Big 12. Sophomore Anaya Clinton continues to show her growth. She had 12 kills in that Iowa State win.
All right, we can't forget about soccer, of course, but not the most fun week for Wildcat soccer. 2-0 loss to number 7 in the country, BYU. Also a 1-0 loss to West Virginia. And then just earlier today, a 2-1 loss hosting Iowa State. That was senior night for the Cats, and they fall now to 3-11-3.
KU soccer also has greener grass ahead. The Jayhawks suffer a 1-0 loss at Iowa State and a 1-0 loss today against West Virginia. The Hawks are now 3-8-6.
Well, it was certainly a special day for KU soccer today. Despite the loss, the team hosting its 2nd annual Domestic Violence Awareness Game. The team wearing those patches that you see on your screen now. On their jersey, the letter R and G with the number 1 for former Jayhawk goalie Reagan Gibbs, who lost her life to domestic violence in May of 2022.
What a way to honor her. That's a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. All right, stick with us. More K-Nation comes your way after a break. I talked with our good friend, Mr. Sully Angles from Wichita, Kansas. After that loss in Stillwater, we'll break down where things went wrong and when you're going to get Jalen back.
2023 Country Stampede was a blast, and now is the time to renew tickets and camping for Country Stampede 2024. Call 785-539-2222. That's 785-539-2222. More Country Stampede announcements coming soon.
Hi, Clay Sherwood here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Cube.
And they want to make sure you're keeping your pool clear this summer with Aquasil, a truly chlorine-free solution. Let swims and sweeps keep you cool this summer.
Memories are created every day, and those memories can make a house feel like a home. The children's height changing over the years, the hundreds of backyard barbecues, and much to Mom's dismay, that time Petey unrolled an entire roll of toilet paper. Any agent can help sell a home, but a realtor can do more. Find homes for sale in Northeast Kansas and a Sunflower Association Realtor member that's right for you at sunflowerrealtors.com.
See that kind gentleman over there? He's fixing my windshield.
What happened to your windshield?
A rock chipped it, and Topeka Auto Glass is repairing the chips so that I don't have to replace the whole windshield.
That had to save you a lot of money.
It did. And they called ahead so I knew when they were coming.
Finally, a company that cares about my time.
Oops.
2023 Country Stampede was a blast, and now is the time to renew tickets and camping for Country Stampede 2024. Call 785-539-2222. That's 785-539-2222. More Country Stampede announcements coming soon.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Now, we talked earlier in the show about a tough loss for the Jayhawks down south. And Glenn, it was your first time in Stillwater. How'd you like it?
I don't know if I can make a full evaluation. I went straight to the football stadium driving
So
down.
how'd you like Boone Pickens Stadium?
The stadium was cool. Very large screen on one side.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I wish the Jayhawks would have got the dub, of course, for K-Nation. I did talk, though, with our good friend, Sully Angles. He's now at Cake Sports in Wichita. We talked postgame about kind of what went wrong and also what's next. We saw a great game here in Stillwater. The Jayhawks don't come out on top. It felt like the offense was just inconsistent. Sometimes they're firing on all cylinders. Other times, couldn't get anything going.
Absolutely. You know, first off, great to be back on the airwaves here from Manhattan to Topeka to Emporia and everyone in between. But yeah, for KU, just a tough situation for them, I think. You know, so many people want to find a reason to blame something for this game. A couple interceptions from Jason Bean. The penalties at the end of the game obviously didn't go KU's way. But when it comes down to it, when you go into the road, anywhere in the Big 12, you got to play really clean football. They didn't do enough of that today. You looked great in the second quarter, really starting to go. Third quarter looked pretty good as well, but that end of the game situation when the heat is really turned up, you got to be better than they were today. You know, maybe they're better with Jalen Daniels out there. Maybe they're better with a little more just going their way, a little more momentum, but just not quite enough from KU today.
I think what we're also learning is that we thought Oklahoma State was really, really bad 2 weeks ago. They didn't even play that great, beat K-State last week. Oklahoma State looked pretty dang good today. This is a team that I'm not saying they're going to win the Big 12, but this isn't a bad loss, I wouldn't say.
No, I think if you had asked that question 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you would say, yes, it is a bad loss. But the way they played last week, and again, the way they played this week, especially coming out of the gates, they look like a different team with Alan Bowman at quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know, they're kind of rotating between 3 different quarterbacks at a certain point, but really giving him the reins has changed the outlook for this team. Obviously, very talented running back in Ollie Gordon, almost 300 all-purpose yards for Oklahoma State against KU. So I think they are kind of a team now that is, you could almost say a dark horse. I think if they continue to win, they're going to be right there at the end when we get close to December when we're trying to see who's going to Dallas. But it's tough for both Kansas teams to come down here and get swept.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. 2 weeks in a row that we've had to report about the Kansas teams losing down here in Oklahoma State. 2 weeks from today, or I guess when the time this airs, it'll be 2 weeks from yesterday. Yes. Jayhawks return to action with Oklahoma in Lawrence. Jalen Daniels back for that game. What are you sensing vibe-wise? We both heard Lance talk. He didn't get much away.
You know, we saw Jalen Daniels on the field today in Stillwater, not in pads, didn't go through any warm-ups. You know, we saw them both when they're coming out of the tunnel. Lance had to move to the side because he didn't want him to jog out. So it's hard to imagine a guy that can't even really go through a warm-up right now, even with a bye week. We'll be back in 2 weeks, but again, he reiterated he's not done for the season. He's got a chance to come back. It's just when that will be, you don't really know. But if you're KU, just from a confidence standpoint, I think Jason Bean is playing well enough. But to have your captain, your guy out there, would do wonders for him, especially at home against an Oklahoma team that historically they don't have much success against.
If you are looking for a positive, last game Jalen Daniels watched from, I think, the locker room.
Yes.
This time he was at least good enough to stand out there. He had the headset on. He was hearing the play calls, maybe getting some mental reps in there. Definitely. I'm sure Jayhawk fans would love to see him back in action and also see him take down the Sooners. Well, Sully, thanks for your time. Glad to have you back on the KSNT airwaves, and you're making your K-Nation debut.
This is, you know, I didn't get K-Nation when I was there, but I'm here now, and I never forget. My heart is always with the good folk in all of 27 land.
Right on. The collab you didn't know that you needed from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Glenn Kinley, Sully Angles. All right, we always appreciate Sully's time, and like we mentioned, the Jayhawks got a big one in a couple weeks against Oklahoma. They've come so close with Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Maybe they finally get them on their way out the door.
I would love to see them finally just come over that little hump that they've had.
I think we all would love to see the Sooners go down in Lawrence.
Yeah, that's true. Well, coming up after the break on K-Nation, Tang's right-hand man, Dream Dowling, in studio to talk about a variety of topics. This guy's tons of fun, and this interview is tons of fun. You don't want to miss it.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Because McCray Plaza has been family-owned and operated since 1975, we are able to make decisions that keep you independent and in the game.
Get a game plan and join the winning team at McCray Plaza.
Furnish is a boutique furniture and lifestyle store in the heart of downtown Manhattan. We are your local destination for all of those big city brands. Whether you need furniture, home decor, or a unique gift, we have what you're looking for.
Play It Again Sports is your golf headquarters. Come try out a new driver or iron set in our new indoor T-Turf driving cage. We offer a full range of new and used golf equipment from Cleveland, Strixon, Wilson Staff, Proline, and more. No matter your skill set, you'll find everything that you need to take your game to the next level for less. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up, or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
As soon as I called Devon James, Dustin was very empathetic, helpful in the situation, told me that he was happy we called and that he would handle everything from there. What makes Devon James different is they take particular care in each person's case. They understand that there's unique needs to each person, sometimes that they need extra care, they need a little more empathy and encouragement, but overall they know that everything's taken care of and in their hands. You should call Devon James because they make it perfectly simple and easy.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Welcome back to K-Nation. We got to talk Wildcat hoops now. Oftentimes, Laney, we get a member of the media in here to talk with us in studio, but we got a coach today.
Yeah, well, he is a man with a camera a lot of the time. We have Dream Dowling in studio. Coach, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I don't know who canceled, but I'm happy they canceled.
This spot's always open for you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome
Appreciate
anytime
it.
here on K-Nation.
Well, we want to ask about this year's team and just about you and your coaching experience. I want to ask about your time coaching internationally. How has that just kind of shaped you and your coaching style and helped K-State men's basketball?
It was awesome. You know, coaching internationally, I get to learn different cultures and learn different people and, you know, learn different languages. Even though I might be in a certain country for a week, the opportunity to learn, you know, different lifestyle, different languages, and just get new connections for players now that can benefit K-State is just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Coach, year two now for you guys. How much more comfortable is your staff in Manhattan? You guys maybe know way more people. You guys got acquainted pretty quickly, it felt like. But does year two feel any different?
No, it doesn't feel any different. I just think that the people are great, the energy is great, and it kind of feels like year one all over again because the love and the excitement of this fan base just motivates you every single day.
So you guys do have, you know, a big step to take because year one did go so well. How is this year's rosters coming along and how's practice?
It's coming along good. Coach Tang has done an amazing job of assembling another great roster. We feel that we're more deeper, that we have more tools and more guys that can do more. It's been the slogan all summer that Coach says we have more guys that can do more, so we have more guys that want to do more.
Real quickly, you guys were out in Boulder hanging out with Coach Prime. How did he go? Did he invite you guys? Did you guys hit him up, or how did that happen?
Absolutely. He invited Coach Tang and Coach Urich. Those guys are really close with him, along with Coach Bourne. They're really tied in. A lot of Deion's right-hand man are like people that are really intertwined with Coach Tang and Coach Urich and Coach Marco. And it was just an opportunity in our schedule where we were able to go out there and just build, you know, and learn from each other. As exciting as it was for us to meet Coach Prime, it was just as exciting for them to meet Coach Tang as well.
Should we ask about Coach Tang's Twitter? He's
Yeah,
back.
he did get his Twitter back finally.
Man,
so now he can prove to everyone that he met Coach Prime.
Yeah. I mean, he probably had this, you know, held up for this moment to bring that. Yeah, maybe. I got to ask him about that. But we're glad that he had it. We missed him being on Twitter because he's kind of funny sometimes. But, you know, it was just a long process. Our SID department, they did a great job of fighting to get back. Elon didn't want to be reached for some reason. You know, he didn't think Coach Tang was that big of a deal. So, but we got it figured out, and, you know, he's back on Twitter, and we're happy.
Big 12 preseason teams came out the other day. Naquan Tomlin not listed. I kind of thought he would be. Were you surprised by that? Is that a chip on his shoulder at all?
I'm not surprised, but it gives me more stuff to talk about in practice. Like, you know, I can say to him every day, how good do you think you are? The rest of the league don't think you're good. So just more motivation, more stuff that I can trash talk to him in practice to get him to go harder, even though he's been going hard. But we get our motivation from within. We get our motivation from the people to the left and the right of us every day, and our families. So, you know, we're not looking for somebody else, perception to make us be motivated. We're just naturally motivated people.
What about Arthur and Tyler being on that list? Does that provide any sort of motivation for them, or is it just something they have to prove now?
No, I think it's something they got to prove now. I think it's it's motivation for them. Like, okay, people respect me, and now they know that people are really keyed in on them, and especially with those two being transfers. Never playing in the Big 12. It shows that the Big 12 respected what they've done prior to getting to K-State.
Last one for you. I want to ask, you guys had 2 players, I believe, get baptized this morning. Was that just this morning?
Yes.
What does that say, man? I know you guys care about basketball, but you guys care about stuff like that even more. It feels like you got the relationships you guys are building, and just to see those guys grow spiritually is probably pretty exciting.
No, it's exciting. Coach Tang doesn't force it on anybody. All he does every day is show his example of what Jesus has done for him, and he preaches it every day. We start every team function with a prayer. We end every team function with a prayer. We start every staff meeting with a prayer. We end every staff meeting with a prayer. And it's just who he is every day. It's not, for clicks or anything of that sort. It's who he is. And people walk that walk when they're ready. And to see those 2 guys do it this morning, we were celebrating in our staff group text as if it was a big-time commitment. But it's the best commitment of all, commitment to Christ.
I love it, man. I love it. We're not going to ask about Coach Tang's cooking because we'd run out of time, and we would also make Coach mad. We can't do that.
No, that's perfectly fine. That way I don't have to embarrass him on air.
All right. Coach, thanks for your time. You're welcome to the K-Nation studios anytime.
Thank you so much for having me. I
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys.
Stick with us. More K-Nation comes your way after a quick break.
Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
Living in the Midwest can be rewarding on so many different levels. Here at Lewis Toyota, we know how special this area really is. The hardworking people in this community enjoy the freedoms we hold so dear. We stand with all of you, determined to preserve the Midwest way of life.
Hi, this is Voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Fidelity State Bank and Trust, Topeka, empowering customers since 1922.
If you're looking at doing some remodeling to your home, debt consolidation, college tuition, your equity is there. We are offering competitive rates and terms on home equity loans. It's a great way to let your equity in your home work for you.
Fidelity Bank, we do business right here at home.
At 2 Men and a Truck, we'll treat you and your belongings like we'd treat our own grandmas.
Here we go! Welcome.
Whether we're moving you across town or even across the country.
Do you have water damage from storms? Give Certified Fireplace and Chimney a call before the damage gets worse. We'll inspect your chimney inside and out. Then we'll make any necessary repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney today.
Welcome back to K-Nation. If you bet on K-State to cover the spread in Lubbock, and you won that bet. The Jayhawks did not cover the spread. As a reminder, K-State was a 1-point underdog. They won outright. KU a 3-point favorite. They lost outright. How about for this weekend? Don't bet on KU.
Yeah, take the under for the KU game. The Jayhawks won't be scoring any touchdowns this weekend.
What? You don't think they can score?
Because they don't play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down.
Sorry.
Even though they might still be throwing touchdowns in practice, but we do get a Big 12 championship rematch in Manhattan. K-State opens as a 7.5-point favorite against the Horned Frogs.
All right, that would be a fun one. Even though a lot of the players like Max Duggan and Felix and Deuce are gone, like a lot of those guys did play last year.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, the fan base will
The feelings are still there,
Definitely.
too.
All right, thanks for watching K-Nation. We'll see you next Sunday.
Have a great night.
We got to get open. We got to execute in those moments. But we have to validate coach's belief in us.
Avery's 5 rushing touchdowns is school record. Did you know it was Collins' record?
No, I did not know that. Was it Collins' true freshman year?
No.